Hello everyone, my name is Trevor. I'm from FoodServe Solutions, and I'm going to show you our TurboQuip filtration unit. What that does is it doesn't only filter your oil, but it actually cleans the oil as well. So we'll start off with a basic fryer, our TurboQuip fryer. So this is a 2x10 litre with a fast run panel. You'll see in the one side over here, there's oil for demonstration purposes. So what I'm going to do, what we'll start off with is our Ebro. So what this does is it basically registers your TPM within the oil, and that will tell you whether your oil needs to be discarded or it's still safe to use. So we'll insert it, we'll swirl it around just a little bit, and it should give us a reading. So you'll see at the top here, it'll either flash orange, red, or green. So depending on which color, green is obviously good, orange is still fine, and red, your oil will need to be discarded. Okay, so as you can see, it's flashing green at the top over here, and my reading is 16. So 16%. That means I have still got a way to go. It will reach up to 24%. When it gets up to 24%, it will flash red, and then you know you need to discard your oil. So we just clean it off here, make sure there's no oil residue left behind, and we can put that away. Okay, so let's move on to the actual filtration unit. So what I have here, this is Henny Penny prime filter powder. This is 100 grams because I'm only filtering 10 liters of oil. So it's basically 10 grams per liter. So if it was a 20 liter fryer, we would use 200 grams. But now I'm just doing 10 liters, we're going to use the 100 grams. Right. So we just loosen the stem pipe. Okay, you got your filter screen. So what this does is it basically captures any solid product that might be in the fryer. All right, just put it there for now. Take off our clips. So this is a filter envelope, and this will basically filter your oil through. So that is how it comes apart. When you want to put it back together, we'll put it back together. So the filter envelope will only last you one day. So after you use it, you can use it a couple of times throughout the day, but then at the end of the day, you take this paper and you throw it away into your bin. You cannot reuse it the next day. So we put our clips back on. The clips are basically to hold the paper closed, the filter envelope. So do that. Put on the screen. Put on our stem pipe. Screw on just like that. We'll insert this back. And we can reconnect the butterfly nut. Okay, make sure this is hand tight. Right, so that is how you assemble it. The only thing we need to do now is add our powder. So any penny prime filter powder is it's basically magnesium stone that has been ground really fine. So it's not a chemical. It's food grade safe, it's halal safe. So what we're doing now is we're just spreading the powder on top of the filter, on top of the filtration system, and we are good to go. Okay, so we've placed our Henny Penny prime filter powder on top of the filter pad. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch off the fryer first. So we switch the fryer off. There it is, off left, off right, we will insert the filtration system, the TurboQuip filtration system, into the fryer. And then what we need to do is open the drain valve. So what we want is we want the oil to go down inside and actually mix with the powder. And I'll show you now. We just open the drain valve. Okay, so what's happened now is the oil has drained from the vat into our filtration system. Please make sure when you're filtering, you must only filter hot oil. The reason for that is that you don't want to put too much pressure on the actual pump system. So hot oil is a bit more or less viscous, and it will actually pump through the system much better than cold oil. Okay, so the oil is inside our TurboQuip filtration system. It is now mixed with our prime filter powder. You have two valves. Obviously the two valves one is for this side of the vat and one is for the right hand side of the vat. So obviously we are doing the left hand side. We can open that valve and we can just push pump. So what's happening now is that the oil is going from the filtration system back into the vat. This is hot oil and it needs to circulate through. So if we leave this running for a good 5 minutes, our oil should be clean and dirt free. Basically what has happened is that we've left the machine running now. It has been pumping through the filter powder to give the henny penny filter powder time to activate. It's basically been recycling it back from the filter into the fryer, into the filter, into the fryer. We've left it running for 5 minutes now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut off the drain valve. We close the drain valve. All right. We push pump. All the clean oil now is going to basically pump from the TurboQuip filtration unit back into the vat, and that now is going to be clean oil. You would do this typically probably about 5 times a day in order to get the best results. Obviously the more you do it, the cleaner and the longer your oil is going to actually last you. Okay, so now you can see most of the oil has come from the filter pan or the filtration unit. It's starting to blow out a bit of air. We'll just let it get the last bit of oil from the bottom of the pan, and then we can switch it off. That should be alright. So as easy as basically switching it off over here. We just close the valve again. And if we remove this now, so you can see inside here is where we put the powder. The powder now is activated and it's gone into the filter envelope. It will stay like that throughout the day. So you leave it like that, and then every time you want to filter, you push it back inside and you just repeat the process over and over again. The more times you repeat that process, as I said just now, the longer your oil is going to last you. So if you do it 10 times a day, fantastic. We just checked with the tester again and we're sitting at 15.5%. So it's dropped basically 0.5% just after one filtration, which is fantastic. So as explained, the more you filter, the more you use henny penny prime filter powder in conjunction with our filtration unit, you're going to get huge savings on oil. Thank you.